Oh, wait, there was another one. It's right here. Yeah.
Chain is closing multiple locations, and neighbors are furious.
Protesting the loss of a Milwaukee pick and save.
The business, it's closing several locations. Abril Preciado joining us live with a closer look at the community backlash now.
See, this is what happens when you don't have enough police in your area. You have to put everything in boxes because of theft. And then people stop going there because you have to wave somebody down because it's fucking annoying whenever you have to wave somebody down after you buy a product to get the damn thing unboxed. So what happens is people stop going there and they go somewhere else. And then the theft still happens because they just take the box and run with it. And then they break it open and the stores keep losing money. And they're forced to close down because the store's not making enough money.
Pretty strong, especially today.
And then they're mad at the stores for leaving. I don't blame the stores at all. I blame the fucking idiots that keep stealing shit. Stop stealing.
It's heartbreaking that this is happening to our community.
You can prevent this by putting in harsher laws that will make it, obviously harsher for people to steal stuff.
Again, over and over again. Like, this is not fair.
Over and over again, this has been happening.
What are we gonna do? Like, this is the only big grocery store in the community.
Well, maybe you should have thought about that when you was stealing everything. Stop stealing. Not necessarily her, but like, what do you think is gonna happen when you keep stealing stuff? It's happening in New York right now.
And they all keep
announced
closing.
It would close 5 Pick and Save grocery stores in the Milwaukee area.
5 stores in
including
Milwaukee.
Glendale, South Milwaukee, and Oak Creek.
These places are all shut
have
down.
to leave their house, go all the way over yonder, to go make some groceries when it could be one right here in the community.
Well, yeah, they could have been one right there. Maybe if you held your community members responsible for stealing shit, then you might still be some
Tisha
stores.
Bully White says her family is feeling the toll. She feels the closure will force them to shop at more expensive corner stores and price them out altogether.
I do believe and stand with the people behind me that food is a right and we should have.
Well, it's not a right if so many people enter these grocery stores and take things without paying that the stores can't stay.
You know what's crazy is, like, if it was just food, there are laws that protect you if you're stealing food, if you're hungry. You could even probably call the police and have them, the police officers, sometimes if you get a good cop, they will buy you food. You could probably even talk to, like, if you're homeless and you go in, like, for Walmart has a policy that, like, as long as you're stealing food and you're eating it, like, you're not, like, stealing baskets of food. If you're going into, like, the produce and you're not buying, if you're, like, you take the food and run, even the police, sometimes they will let you go and buy you food if that's what you're aiming for. But the problem is these fucking retards, they don't grab the food. They grab the lipstick. They grab the fucking, the beauty products. They take the fucking games. They take the most expensive shit, and then they don't even try to sell it. They keep it.
They open.
Just a healthy food.
State Senator Dora Drake was present during the
state
rally.
senator. There we
She
go.
says she's working with local leaders to find a solution.
We can work together.
As doors officially close,
How about arrest the
families
criminals?
are now left wondering where to go next.
Affordable food for our community, food for our families.
It's not about food. If it was about food, the store wouldn't have closed down. It's because you're stealing expensive products.
Food, period. How are we going to survive?
How are they going to survive? Well, I did a little digging, and apparently the retailer is being accused of racism. This article says there are hundreds of grocery outlets in the Milwaukee region, and the complaint is not that these stores are gone. It's just that the people in the affected neighborhoods don't want to drive a few miles to the next location.
What do we want? Justice! When do we
Justice!
want it? Now!
Uh-oh.
There's nothing wrong with closing down a store. You can't force these people to stay open if they're losing money. That's not how business works.
For the Pick and Save right near 35th and North, one of 5 grocery stores, the parent company.
And what really sucks is because the store closed down, other stores in the area are going to know not to come and pop up here because of the theft.
Is closing in the Milwaukee area. Organizers of today's protest
done.
say
It's
the
not going to
loss
reopen.
is
No,
just
it's
another
not.
blow to the Metcalf Park neighborhood.
We're thinking about all the closures that's happening.
All
so this
the
is one
closures.
store to close. Walgreens is closing as well.
Oh, Walgreens.
We have clinics closing, so now we have to go
Clinics?
way out.
Well, how are you going to say that they have food? I mean, you typically don't go to a Walgreens for foods. You go there to, like, get your prescriptions. Like, I mean, yeah, there's food in there, but you're not going to go there to shop. Let's be honest here. Like I was saying, like, it's not about the food. It never is. It's always about, you know, it's a quick grab. It's a cash grab.
Side of our immediate area
Everything's
to get the
leaving.
things that we need to live a whole and full, thriving life.
Now, here's a look at the 5 locations that are
Look at that.
being closed in Milwaukee, Glendale,
that's
South
crazy.
Milwaukee, and Oak Creek. Pick and Save is offering resources to affected customers at the Metcalf Park and Silver Spring.
Oh, they do
location.
delivery. There you go. They do delivery. That way you don't have to go into the store and steal anymore. You can just get your food delivered, right?
Those resources include free prescription deliveries for the rest of the year and a free 30-day grocery delivery trial.
Okay, so they'll bring you the food. But apparently Walgreens is pulling out of this neighborhood as well.
Wisconsin are closing their doors.
Now, those include the stores at 7.
If only that actually worked. I wish lie detector tests were more reliable. I really do.
66th
2
Street on
locations
Milwaukee's
gone.
north side and on Memorial Drive in Racine. Meanwhile, a third location in downtown Milwaukee is changing operations. As 12 News' Zoe Henry reports, customers, they're getting pretty frustrated.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, like,
come in to make their final
and
purchase.
it sucks for the people that didn't do anything wrong. Because I guarantee you the groups of people there that are actually protesting, there's probably a solid majority of them that have never stolen a thing in their lives. It's not their fault. It's the people that go in and they grab the most expensive fucking item they see and they run out of the store with it. You're costing the community. You are ruining your community by doing this.
Is inside the Walgreens at 76th Street. They're handed these brochures telling them where the nearest Walgreens or pharmacy is, as the pharmacy here closed July 1st and the rest of the store is closing July 28th.
Wow.
Some
There you
customers
go.
we spoke with are disappointed.
I come here all the time and I'm kind of disabled.
See, like, you go into these stores and you steal these items, you're not hurting the corporations because they're just gonna they're gonna cut it off like an arm, like a finger. You're not even who you're hurting are these people. These people right here. You see the sadness in his eyes? That's your fault. That's because you can't stop stealing.
And we can't get around too well. And
But you know who's not disabled? The criminals. Yet they're disabling these businesses by reducing their ability to make a profit. In New York, we got stores like this shutting down all the time. Even though the items on the shelf cost double what they should. Stores can't.
And that's also the reason why everything costs more when you go to these certain stores and everything's locked up behind boxes and they cost double the amount of fucking money. It's because people keep stealing shit. Stop stealing shit. Because whenever the price doubles and everything's behind boxes, they're not far from closing. You're not far from losing that store.
Jack up their prices to the level needed to stay open. So what do? They shut down.
Yep.
store after
Because no one can
another.
afford
The
it.
pharmacy at
Yeah,
2nd
they're
and
all
Wisconsin
shutting
is set
down.
to close as well July 21st. The rest of the store will remain open. Walgreens says customers who fill prescriptions at these locations will automatically be transferred to a nearby store. The nearest Walgreens to the location at 76th Street, about a mile and a half away
A mile and a
91st
half.
and Good Hope. These are
It's not
just a
that
few
bad.
of the latest stores to close in the Milwaukee area, leaving residents looking for an alternative.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and we need Walgreens around here.
Right, and you also need to lock up your criminals. This is the problem with
That's really the problem, is that whenever you are getting arrested and you have to return those products, they're just going to come back the next day. Like, you need to put them in jail. That is why jail exists. I don't understand. Like, whenever I was growing up, like, if you got caught stealing, your ass went straight to jail. That's where you go if you're a criminal. I don't understand why we're so light with our sentencing now.
criminalizing theft or just failing to arrest criminals. If you put the bad guys in jail, bad things don't happen. And
Thank you. Bro, completely based. He's completely right. Put them in fucking jail. You molest a kid? Go to jail, or worse. Personally, I feel like worse should happen to you. But, anyway, you know, like, you steal, go to jail. You fucking kill somebody, go to jail for life, get the death sentence. Like why is this even a fucking conversation? How is this so hard to understand? Put them in fucking jail.
Listen to how some of these neighbors view these closures. Listen to this. Try to guess who these neighbors vote for.
Food that this community has access.
Fuck who they vote for. I could give a shit who the fuck they vote for. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, there's a difference between right and wrong. Not about far left and far right. There's a difference between, are you doing things right or are you doing things wrong? If you are not locking up people that have done wrong, then you are wrong. If you are not locking up people, if you are trying to make some weird narrative, and I'm going to correct this guy on that, if you're doing some weird narrative about how it's who they voted on, no one gives a fuck about that. This is a logistical problem. This is not a fucking a political problem. This is a community filled with people that like to steal and don't want to get jobs. And also a community that doesn't have enough police. That's what this boils down to. It has nothing to do about who the fuck they voted for. I can't stand this political shit and everything. I can't stand it.
I think the solution would be to move towards a food system that doesn't rely on these big grocery chains for our daily needs.
Brittany, I kind of agree with this. I feel like you shouldn't have to like fucking struggle to get food. Now, if it's junk food, that's different. But if you're struggling, instead of trying to come up with some weird fucking system, get food stamps. Food stamps exist for a fucking reason. If you're struggling that much, get food stamps. Yeah, everybody under the fucking sun can apply for food stamps. Just get some fucking food stamps, man. That's not the reason why these places are closed. They're closing because you can't keep your fucking sticky fingers to yourself.
Blocks away from this pick and save. It's where she gets everything she needs to feed her family.
It's leaving us high and dry. It's leaving us with no resources, no food, no access.
Well, we just read an article about how there is food nearby. People just may not want to drive to it. But what about this idea of state-run grocery stores? That's what they think they need here because all the privately run places are...
This is getting weird. He's trying to be political with this. I'm not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of that at all, actually. It doesn't have to be political.